thunder of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure, there's always room for one more.
Well, Bullwinkle's career as a football player had quite a setback last time when Coach Canute said...
Well, Moose, do you think you can pass?
I don't know. I'll study hard.
No, I mean a forward pass.
Oh, that. Sure. How's this?
And Bullwinkle lofted a forward pass that didn't travel more than 10 feet.
That's a forward pass.
It went forward, didn't it?
Turn in your suit, Moose.
No, wait. I think I know what's wrong, Coach. Let me send her the ball.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hut!
Now, Bullwinkle! Ellie!
Well, it was the alley-oop that did it. The football zoomed into the air, down the field, over the goalpost, out of the stadium, and across the campus toward the administration building.
Now, Chancellor, this here stadium will cost you only $7 million, and we can start building on...
A lot of money, Mr. Herdlicker. I don't think we... What's that?
It's a football.
How did it get here?
Offhand, I'd say it was thrown here by your new fullback.
Well, don't just stand there, Herdlicker. Build something.
And immediately, work started on a brand-new stadium for Wossamotta U, while on the practice field, Bullwinkle and Rocky worked out with the rest of the team.
Ollie!
Oops! I got it.
Gee, not so hard, Bullwinkle. That's the third pass receiver we've lost today.
We don't lose him, Rock. They pick him up in the next county.
But passing wasn't Bullwinkle's only football talent. When he put his head down and charged, he could take out one whole side of the opposing line.
That's what I like, a player who uses his head.
It's also good for hanging hats on.
Came time for Wossamotta U's first game with the Watchmakers Technical Institute.
Or as it is known, tick-tock-tick.
It wasn't a game. It was a slaughter.
Ellie!
Oops!
Ding!
Ellie!
Oops!
Ding!
A minute before the end of the game, with Wossamotta U leading 66-0, Coach Canute took Bullwinkle out. Immediately, things were different. In the next 60 seconds, Tick-Tock-Tech scored 60 points. But then the final gun sounded. Well, a big upset like that didn't go unnoticed.
Wow! Look what the newspapers say about the game, Rock.
I don't see anything.
Look down here. Wossamotta 66, tick-tock 60.
The type's too small for me to read.
But as the season progressed, the headlines got bigger and bigger.
Wossamotta U, 90. Barely normal, 0.
Wossamotta 89, Purdy Polly 0.
Wossamotta, 150. DuQuoin's Grammar School, 0.
Little mix-up in the schedule there.
Wossamotta was the only team in the nation which was undefeated and untied.
Not untied, we're just a little loose is all.
But on television, every silver lining has a dark cloud, and our show is no different. For in a downtown bat cave in a large city, some professional gamblers were posting betting odds on next week's game.
Oh, boy. You see the odds on Wossamotta U? 200 to 1.
Incredible.
Well, Natasha, this is it. This is the time for me to turn over a new leaf.
What?
You know how I am, honey bun. Always destroying things, wrecking them, smashing them up.
Yes.
Well, now I'm going to do just the opposite of breaking things.
You mean?
Yes. I'm going to fix a game.
And he's just the fixer to do it, too. Oh, don't fail to see Wager at Dawn or Early to Bet.
And now it's time for...
Time for the dancing fool, Bullwinkle.
Again?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And now for one of our special fairy tales.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a handsome prince who one day, while riding through the woods on his white charger, saw a very strange sight. For there, in a clearing, was a most beautiful maiden in a glass coffin, surrounded by 7 funny-looking little men. Dwarfs, I believe they're called. The prince quickly rode to the spot and kissed the beautiful maiden. She immediately awoke. The dwarfs rejoiced.
Hooray! Hooray is right. Now we could go home and get some sleep.
And the young girl, whose name just happened to be Snow White, and the prince were married. Soon after, the prince was made king, and they lived happily for many years. Then one day, the king's wife presented him with a beautiful son. At 5 a.m. in the morning.
Here, you walk the floor with him this time.
And the king did. Night after night, year after year, the king walked the floor with his son, until finally, 21 years later...
Oh, stop that! You are now a young prince, just as I once was. It's time you quit blubbering and go out to find yourself a bride.
Bride? How do I do that?
Well, do like I did. Wander around the country till you find a beauty under a spell, and then you kiss her.
That's the way I met your father, son.
That's right. Poison apple, wasn't it, Whitey?
With that, the king promised his son a kingdom of his own when he found a bride, then sent the boy into the world to seek his true love. The young prince wandered about for several years with no luck. Then, one day, he chanced to learn of a beautiful maiden who was being kept in a high tower by a wicked witch. Her name was Rapunzel.
Rapunzel? She? What a name.
Seeking out the tower, he found it to be very high, with the only entrance being a tiny window near the very top. As he watched from the cover of a thorn tree, the wicked witch suddenly appeared and called out in a loud voice,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, so that I may climb the golden stair.
The prince was startled to see shafts of golden hair tumble from the window, so long that it reached the ground, and the witch climbed up them. Soon after, the witch clambered down and was gone, and the prince approached the tower and called out just as the witch had done.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, so that I may climb the golden stair.
He climbed the hair and found it attached to the most beautiful maiden he had ever seen, and he immediately fell in love with her.
Beautiful hairy one, let me take you away from all this.
I'm with you, but how do we get out of here?
Easy. We'll climb down your hair together.
But at that moment, the witch flew in on her broom.
So!
Which was just as well, for both of them, climbing down Rapunzel's hair wouldn't have worked anyway. Furious, the witch flung the prince from the window. And turned to the frightened girl.
I warned you about this. No cooking, no pets, and no visitors.
With that, the witch pulled out some shears and cut off all of Rapunzel's lovely hair, then turned and sped away on her broom. Undaunted by this minor setback, the prince gathered himself together and called up to his true love.
Don't worry, dear. I'll think of some way to get a rope to you.
Finding a rope, he then bent down a springy tree to its limit, forming a catapult. Climbing on, he released it. And it flung him high into the air and towards the tower. But his aim was a tiny bit off, and he missed the window ever so slightly. Next, he tied some strong bed springs to his feet and began to bounce higher, higher, and higher, and higher. But again, his aim was slightly off.
You'd better skip the whole thing, dear. The only way you'll ever get up here is to fly.
Fly? That's it. I'll fly up.
Oh, don't be cuckoo. You don't know how to fly.
Not now, but I'll learn.
The prince dashed off, and for the next 6 months, he closely watched the birds in the woods, copying every move they made. Then finally, after much practice and perseverance, by flapping his arms wildly, he was able to fly.
Yahoo! Hang on, sweetie. I'm coming.
He quickly flew back to the tower, but when he arrived, he found the one thing he hadn't thought of leaning up against the tower, a ladder. And Rapunzel was gone.
Dear John, I have gone off with a prince named Charming, and he is, too. Love, Rapunzel.
Oh, the poor prince was broken-hearted, and he could be seen forever after crying. And flying around and around the empty tower. And, of course, the moral to this story is that if you laugh, the world laughs with you, but fly, and you fly alone.
That's a pretty strange-looking painting, Bullwinkle.
I just paint what I see.
Well, what do you see?
This is what I see.
And here's Bullwinkle's corner.
Hello there. Time again for a small belt of culture. Today's poem is a searching character study called Simple Simon. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "Let me taste your ware."
My what?
Not your what, your ware. Let me taste your ware.
What where? I got no where.
You know what where? Anywhere.
Who's got where?
You got where.
I don't got where. Ask her. Maybe she's got where.
Who's she?
She's witch.
Witch?
Yes, see if she's got where.
What where?
Witch has where.
What?
No where.
What's nowhere?
This whole poem. Why don't you start over?
Because I can't quit till I get a pie.
A pie? You said where?
Same thing. Your pies are your wares.
Oh, why didn't you said so? Here is pie.
That's better.
Better?
Sure. Now I'm getting somewhere.
And now...
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Ooh, don't know my own strength.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Inspector Nathaniel Fenwick had decided that it was about time that his daughter had her coming-out party.
Oh, Father, really? With all the trimmings?
With all the trimmings, my dear.
Oh, joy.
Pardon me, sir, but isn't Nell a little old to be having a coming-out party?
Of course she's old. But as usual, Do-Right, you don't get the significance. Why, this isn't an ordinary coming-out party. It's a master plan to catch Snidely Whiplash.
I don't quite follow you, sir.
I'll put it another way, Dudley. What is it that Snidely wears that he is never without?
A leer, sir?
No, Dudley, his top hat and opera cape.
So?
Don't you realize, Dudley, that this is the image he's created? Without his top hat and cape, he's nothing. Look.
Funny, sir. I've seen that before.
Of course you have. This is a Bullwinkle hat. Can you imagine collecting mortgages in a Bullwinkle hat? Why, he'll be laughed out of every home.
But what's that got to do with Nell's coming-out party?
Snidely owns an opera hat and cape, right?
Right.
Well, where in this awful wilderness can you attend a full-dress social function?
Well, there's that little theater group.
No place. That's why I'm having this grand social event. Snidely won't be able to resist it. He'll check his hat and cape at the door, and then we'll substitute this Bullwinkle hat for his opera hat.
An invitation, Homer. An engraved invitation to Nell Fenwick's coming-out party.
But Snidely, that's at the RCMP camp.
Homer, I'd go to the ends of the earth to attend a social event of this prominence.
But don't it seem strange that a 37-and-a-half-year-old girl should be having a coming-out party?
With me top hat and cape, I'll be in the height of fashion. A party, whee!
Check your hat and cape, sir.
Certainly.
And while Snidely Whiplash was tripping the light fantastic, a Bullwinkle hat and large check coat was substituted for his top hat and cape.
Thank you, my dear. I don't know when I've had a better time. My hat and cape, please.
Here you are, sir.
No, this isn't my top hat and cape.
I'm sorry, but it's the only one that's left. It must be yours.
I'm telling you, it is not my hat and cape. You won't hear the last of it.
The next day, Snidely Whiplash went about the Canadian mountainside trying to collect mortgages.
Either pay me the money or out into the cold you go.
Look at that funny moose hat.
Now, please pay me the mortgage, please, will you?
Such a funny hat.
And so, Dudley, Snidely's having a terrible time collecting mortgages. They laugh him out of their homes. Without his hat and cape, he's nothing.
It certainly must be a powerful symbol. It is arch-villain Dudley Do-Right.
All right, Dudley, you've had your little joke. You can take off Snidely's hat.
And I've got you, Inspector Fenwick, in me clutches.
Where did I go wrong?
Snidely, there's a new arch-villain who has moved into the territory. He wears a top hat and a cape, and he has already tied 27 old ladies to the railroad tracks. He's going to beat your record.
Well, what do you expect me to do about it?
Aren't you going to pulverize him, Whiplash? I mean, 27 old ladies. He's cutting in on you a bit.
In a moose hat, he'd only laugh at me.
Can't you stop him?
There's only one way. There's only one man can stop him, and that man is Dudley Do-Right. And you've got to send Dudley Do-Right to stop this fiend, this arch-villain. As a taxpayer, I demand that you apprehend him.
Snidely, we can't send Dudley Do-Right to apprehend this arch-villain.
Why not?
Because that arch-villain is Dudley Do-Right.
Stalwart, true, eyes of blue, Dudley Do-Right?
The very same. He tried on your hat and cape and went berserk. He thinks he's you.
Oh!
Say, if he's masquerading as you, why don't you masquerade as him?
I never realized the truth in that old maxim, clothes make the man. Look at me, stalwart, true, eyes of blue. Arch-villain Dudley Do-Right, caught you at last.
You'll never take me alive, stalwart true with eyes of blue, Snidely Whiplash.
Good work, Snidely Whiplash.
Inspector, there's one favor now that I've captured arch-villain Dudley Do-Right that I would like to ask.
What's that, Whip?
Could I please have my top hat and cape back? For sentimental reasons.
Of course, dear boy.
Now I have you in me power.
Where did I go wrong?
Well, all's well that ends well, eh, Inspector?
Yes, but you know, Do-Right, while he was the Mountie, you could have learned something from that boy.
Well, the latest sensation of the sports pages these days is Wossamotta U and its forward-passing phenom, Bullwinkle Moose.
Look, Natasha, 200 to 1.
Some score, darling.
Scored nothing. Those are the betting odds on Wossamotta U.
Boris, why you're smiling that sneaky little smile?
I know Moose can throw passes. I wonder if he could throw a whole game.
Meanwhile, it wasn't all cleats and shoulder pads for our heroes. Eager to make good grades, they really had to burn the midnight oil.
How come we're burning the midnight oil, Rock?
They turn off the electricity at 10 o'clock.
Oh, knit one, purl two, knit two, purl one, knit one, purl two.
What are you doing, Bullwinkle?
Studying for a test.
In what?
My toughest class, advanced crocheting. Knit one, knit two, purl one, purl two.
Yeah, but why so fast?
I'm cramming.
Not that life at Wossamotta U was all work and no play. There were lots of typical collegiate good fellowship and hijinks.
Howdy, fellers. How about seeing how many of us can pile into a phone booth?
I don't think we've met, old boy.
I know, but how about some typical collegiate good fellowship and hijinks? We could all go over to my place and swallow goldfish.
But
there's enough for everybody. I just got my allowance.
You must be insane. Come on, chaps. We're all going over to picket Norman Mailer at the Student Union.
Gee, Bullwinkle.
What am I going to do with 300 goldfish?
Well, why
But
don't you...
although Bullwinkle didn't know it, he had an even more serious problem.
Well, Natasha, it's great to be back on the campus.
Back? Boris, you went to college? Penn State?
No, State Penn.
But how are we going to convince Moose he should lose a football game?
We got secret weapon, honey bun.
Oh, I love secrets. Let's see.
Here is secret weapon.
Boris is me.
And thus it was that next day, when Bullwinkle and Rocky left the practice field, they were confronted by a weeping figure.
Boo-hoo-hoo.
Hold it, Bullwinkle. That sounds like a lady in distress.
So?
Gee, didn't you ever read the Hero's Handbook?
I can never get past the picture of General MacArthur on the cover.
Well, Chapter 2 says we should always help ladies in distress.
Hi there, lady. Are you in distress?
Distress, that dress, who cares? I'm distraught.
Do we help ladies in distraught?
What's the trouble?
It's about next Saturday's game.
With Hard Knocks College. Don't worry, we'll mobilize them.
That's just it. My little brother is on that team.
Your brother?
Crazy Legs Kampfuss. And if Hard Knocks doesn't win Saturday, they'll throw him off the team.
Gee.
They'll take away his sweater.
And it's turning cool, too.
They won't even let him watch American Bandstand.
Is there no pity anywhere?
So, you're great, big, wonderful moose.
That's me, all right.
Maybe you could see to it that Hard Knocks wins next Saturday.
Why not?
Bullwinkle, you can't do that.
I'm supposed to help ladies in distress.
But Chapter 3 says you never throw a game.
Well, you read your chapter, I'll read mine. What was that you called me, Missy?
A great, big, wonderful schnook.
Sounds different this time.
Well, has Bullwinkle fallen prey to Boris and Natasha's vile scheme so quickly? Be with us next time for Standing Room Only, or Bullwinkle Sells Out.
Well, it looks as if our time is just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop.
We're late again, Bullwinkle.
Right.
Bye now. See you next time.